Hello children, the present video is the third part on History chapter 5, that is the Rebellion of 1857. Now children, we have already discussed about the various factors, causes or reasons for the Rebellion of 1857, namely the political causes, the economic causes, the military causes, the social and religious causes or factors for the rebellion of 1857. And that is why ultimately we come to a conclusion that the East India Company had slowly and gradually conquered most of the Indian states with its economical, political and military tactics over the 250 years up till 1857. Now, all this in turn led to the oppression of the masses at different levels of the society and geography. Now, this oppression and suppression primarily and basically happened due to the British expansionist policies, economic exploitation, and administrative innovation. All this badly ruined or affected and brought anger to a lot of people, including the princely state rulers, about whom or about whose exploitation we had discussed and understood under the political causes for the rebellion of 1857, whereby we had seen that how the Nawabs, the Rajas, the Queens, etc. started negotiating or taking initiatives to negotiate with the British, and how all their pleadings and requests were badly turned down by the company. In the political causes, we have also discussed about the manner in which Awadh was annexed and the various ways through which the British sought and also succeeded to a larger extent in bringing an end to the Mughal rule in India. After that, we discussed about the economic causes, whereby we had seen or understood about the humiliation of the peasants, of the tribals, and also about the declination of the indigenous crafts and trade. Okay, then after that, we discussed about the military causes, whereby we understood about the exploitation of the sepoys and soldiers in the British Army, how their religious and social sentiments were hurt by the British by imposition of policies and laws and rules upon them. Then after that, lastly, we had seen how the British sought to bring about social revolution and reforms in India, and also about the religious factors or causes whereby the British led to the propagation of Christianity and Western education in India. Now children, in this video we are basically going to focus upon the immediate cause for the rebellion of 1857. Now children, one thing that we understand from the different causes that we have already discussed is that for the first time the East India Company faced a massive rebellion, even though it lasted barely only for 2 years. Still, it was enough to threaten the company's very presence in India. Sepoys mutinied in several places, starting from Meerut, and a large number of people came from different sections of the society and rose up in the rebellion. So, when we talk about the immediate cause for the rebellion of 1857, it was something related to the use of animal grease on the cartridges of the newly introduced Enfield rifles, which became the last spark. Because while loading the rifles, the soldiers had to bite off their ends. It was rumored to be made up of either pig or cow fat, which but naturally violated or infringed the religious sentiments of both the Hindu as well as the Muslim soldiers. That is why in 1857, 3 regiments of the army completely denied or refused to use the ammunition. Now, this rumor sparked off fire of discontent against the British in the form of revolt. But the first or the actual sign of all this appeared in 1857 at Barakpur in Bengal, when Mangal Pandey, a soldier, on 29th March 1857 killed his senior officers in parade and started the revolt. That is why Mangal Pandey was one of the most important figures of this uprising, who attacked the British regiment. Being annoyed by the initiative or the tough step taken by Mangal Pandey, General John Hersey ordered Ishwari Prasad to arrest Mangal Pandey. On refusing to do the same, Ishwari Prasad was sentenced to death and hanged. Contrary to this, Mangal Pandey, failing to incite or provoke his comrades into an open and active rebellion, tried to take away his own life. But unfortunately, he could only manage to wound himself. Angry with Mangal Pandey's act, the British officers hanged him to death. Now, after few days of Mangal Pandey's death, that is on 9th of May 1857, 85 soldiers of the 3rd Regiment at Meerut completely denied or refused to participate in the army drill and firmly protested against the use of the cartridges. The British, however, did not take this incident lightly and immediately imprisoned them. However, the very next day, that is on 10th May 1857, the other sepoys of the regiment released the Indian sepoys and attacked the British officers. They also confiscated their ammunitions and set their buildings on fire. After creating enough havoc and after creating a kind of mayhem in Meerut, the sepoys or the soldiers of the regiment rode throughout the night of 10th of May in order to reach Delhi. On reaching Delhi, they gathered around the Red Fort and demanded to meet Bahadur Shah Zafar. Initially, the emperor was quite reluctant and hesitant to challenge the might of the British. But the sepoys, on the other hand, persisted in their demand. That is why the emperor was left with no other option but to accept the demand on the part of the soldiers. That is why he was compelled, or rather wrote letters to the rulers and chiefs across the country to come forward and form a confederacy of Indian state to fight Britishers. Now, this initiative or step taken by Bahadur Shah Zafar has great implications. He was proclaimed to be the leader by the sepoys or the soldiers. Children, it is important to remember that the Mughal dynasty had ruled over a large part of the country for a very long period of time. Most of the smaller rulers and chieftains had been ruling over the territories on behalf of the Mughal ruler. That is why they hoped that if a Mughal ruler could once again resume power, they would also be in a position to rule in their own respective territories once again. Now, the British had initially taken the revolt at Meerut quite lightly. But the decision, as I told you, taken by Bahadur Shah Zafar to support the rebellion had dramatically changed the entire situation. People were emboldened by an alternative possibility. Now, in the next video, we will see how the situation changed. Thank you.